Hey, good morning. Scott Flathouse here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am here in Galveston, Texas this morning. We're going to be doing some drone work with the DJI Air 3, and we're going to be doing some video of the Battleship Texas, which is in Drydock. Thanks for joining me.
Okay, so now I have launched the drone and we're at about 112 feet, and I'm going to, just to get the bearings, I'm going to fly towards the Battleship Texas, which you can see right there in the center of the screen. I'm going to make a few altitude adjustments, and I'm going to just get situated here with the drone. And we've got a great view here with the boats going by. So we're just going to start out with some still shots, and I'll speed up the video so we can get past all the positioning. Okay, now we are getting into position, and fortunately we've got this little tugboat in the foreground, and I'm using the wide angle lens to take the initial photos. And I'm going to switch here to the medium telephoto lens that the drone has. And we can get a closer view at the Battleship Texas as it sits in dry dock. All right, let's get some photos from some different angles. Now let's switch back to the wide angle lens. So now we're going to get set up to do an orbit around a point of interest. And in this case, the point of interest, of course, is going to be the Battleship Texas. So I'm going to switch it over into video mode. And we're going to pick the battleship as our point of interest. Now the drone is flying itself, and it's following this slow path around the Battleship Texas. And I think I'm going to speed this up here. So we can adjust the speed by using the dial there. And we'll let this run until we get enough footage. So that looks great. Let's go ahead and stop the orbit, and I'm going to change the lenses again, and we're going to use the medium telephoto lens and zoom in here. And we'll set up the point of interest again, and we'll do an orbit back in the other direction. Okay, that looks great. We're going to go ahead and stop the orbit, and now I'm going to select a point of interest, which is going to be the stern of the ship, and I'm just going to do a pan down, and I'm just going to drop the altitude of the drone. Alright, I'm just recording as the drone drops in altitude. I really like this view. I'm going to switch over to the camera mode and we'll just get a few still pictures. Next, we're going to create a hyperlapse video. So we're going to select hyperlapse and waypoint. And from here, we're going to add several waypoints, probably 4 or 5. And I'm going to select the drone position, and then I'm going to move the drone and move the camera position. And we're going to fly a path here, and I'm going to pick a variety of waypoints along the way here. And what's going to happen is the drone will save the path, and then it will fly the path and take pictures along the way and stitch those pictures together into a video. So the path is going to be one where I fly alongside and get closer and rotate the drone into the Battleship Texas. And that looks pretty good. So we've got 5 waypoints here. Okay, we'll add one more, 6. So now we will save the waypoint path, and then when I press the record, the drone will proceed to the start and then start flying the path.
Aircraft is flying to the first waypoint.
Now the drone has reached its starting position, and it will now start the mission and start taking the photos. So I'll speed this up so that you don't have to sit here and watch it take all these photos, but you can see on the monitor field there in the center bottom of the screen, we've got a little over 8 minutes left in the flight, and it shows you the number of frames that it's taken, and it's going to get to 250 frames. I'm a little bit concerned because up in the top right it shows I've got about 14 minutes of battery life left. So that's something to keep in mind when you're planning these hyperlapse, is to pay attention to the battery life that you have remaining. Okay, let's speed things up.
Battery level is low. Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
Sure enough, there is the low battery warning. I'm going to let this go a little longer. I'm not very far from where the drone is, and it's not going to take long to get it back and land. I don't think we're going to make it to the full 250 frames, but we'll see how it goes. So there is another warning, and I think clearly we're not going to make it to the 250 frames. And even though it's got about a minute and a half left, I only have just under 7 minutes of battery life, and that's a little too close for me. So we're gonna stop this thing and turn the drone around and head back to land it.
Video created successfully.
All right, so we got a hyperlapse video. Let's see what we got. As I was finishing up the hyperlapse of the Battleship Texas, I noticed this NOAA ship coming into dock, and so I made a couple of hyperlapses of it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.